We've been using JobDiva since 2007. Okay, so a long time, and it's been a great tool for us. It's sort of a funny story on how we found JobDiva. Okay, so we had a product already, kind of thing. He was down in New York at a show and bumped into somebody and said, "Why don't you look at JobDiva?" And it was in this building. Yeah. And from that, we went in, he saw it, and he said, "We have to come down and see it." And that's the story, the start of JobDiva. I helped develop my own first sourcing system. And then we tried many of the products, 2 or 3 of the major ones that were out there promising to the land of promise, okay? And I won't mention their names, but I will tell you that we spent a lot of time with one of them that is supposedly the best in the business, which turned out to be a real failure for us. So anyway, we brought it in. I think there's a number of things that really set it apart. One was the fact that you could use as much space on the systems as you needed to do, which was great, because being an engineer and understanding that technology was always changing, it was important to have that ability to enhance the files. Secondly, it was a real good support group at JobDiva. They wanted to not just sell you a product, they wanted to go ahead and make it a successful one for you. So we had the largest, because of that product, we had the largest, I would say, successful program that was in IT staffing. We wound up winning CSC Corporation, which at the time was one of the top 3 players in the staffing and engineering business. We had almost 12,000 people working for them, and we represented saving them millions and millions and millions of dollars, and it was a great product for us because it varied the engineering pieces and the contracting pieces all together. Added a great amount of money to the company. And today, going from, I remember, it's an interesting story. So when I had met Dia and all, he was telling me how large his database was. And of course, the first thing as a salesperson is, how can I buy your database? Okay. And he says, you can't buy my database, you got to create your own database. And we did that. And today we have 11 million on the database. I'm sure that JobDiva is larger than that, but I think we're probably one of the largest in the U.S. in terms of size and significance of databases. Important thing to point out again about JobDiva is that having bumped into a number of our competitors in the field that developed their own software systems, okay, and have spent a lot of money doing that, and I'm talking about the top 2 firms in the business. They're not about to back up and throw away the database because they've spent too much money on developing their own. And the beauty of this is it continues to enhance and grow, which is very important to the growth of the company. What is there is the phone systems have integrated very much in the last several years, which have been outstanding for us. And because of that, we're able to develop and close large amounts of business in a short period of time, which is what the industry is about. I don't have to look over my shoulder and say, if I tried to expand in a broader area, where do I find the ability to put this information? Okay, because that's very significant. With all the technology that's there, it's important to get all the information you possibly can on a client that we can share to ourselves. Okay. Secondly, what I find is that the partnership has allowed us to go into the field with clients and have a firm understanding of what the skills are and share with our clients the ability to show them the value of us as a company. And I think that's equally as important. And I think very, very important is the fact that all the career builders and so on are all mixed together in one area. So the result is you can go ahead and have everything at your fingertips in one query, which I think is extremely important. Okay, so those are the things that I think set it apart. The rest of it is the ease of use. It's very easy to use. It runs very smoothly. There's never any downtime. It's very quick, very fast, which is important, and the reports are outstanding. I think in today's market especially, okay, since the time with a manager today is limited in comparison to what it used to be. So There's no more trying to smooth talk the process through. When a manager has a need or skill that they're looking for, they want to be able to know that you have the knowledge base to deliver on that. The problem with a lot of firms are people buy junior people to come into the organizations, don't train them well, which JobDiva has some excellent training skills that you can constantly use over and over again. And then on top of that, when you deliver somebody to them, they want to know it's the right candidate. And this ability to be able to go out and harvest, do a significant search to bring up several candidates as opposed to dozens of candidates, builds great true value relationships to the clients, very much so. Ongoing skills, the AI, that's a new word today, artificial intelligence. The words change, but the skills are still needed. Scientists are very important today in today's environment, and therefore engineering is a very significant key process for us today. An example, by having this system, I was able to take a company that I met some people down in Florida, did an introduction and all that, and today we've just signed an agreement, the largest agreement, United Technology Corporation, for the next 3 years. That's one of the largest companies in the industry, and it's all engineering, and because of the skill sets that we can provide, it's made a difference. I think you can reach everybody. It's important. I've known Charles since before he was married, and he's always responsive. Jack has always been excellent. Dia, we've shared information as a partner. More than just a service. So I think that's a great thing to have, as a partnership like that. And it doesn't happen very often in industry anymore. Everything is behind the curtain, and it's not so with JobDiva, and it's been an excellent relationship.